welcome y'all to the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. Originally purchased by William and Sarah Winchester in 1886 as a somewhat humble start of a home and expanding 24,000 square feet until 1922, including 6 kitchens, 13 bathrooms, 17 chimneys, 47 stairways, some confusing and some that go nowhere, 52 skylights, 160 rooms, 2,000 doors, and 10,000 windows. Let's check it out and see what its story is.
The QR code symbol there. Perfect. And let me get you guys your stickers. Hang on to these till the end of the tour, then put them on your clothes where they're visible. Those get you into the basement.
Thank you.
So when Sarah Winchester first moved here in the 1800s, she purchased an 8-room farmhouse. 8 rooms. 40 years under her care, and this is what it grew into, 160. But not just that, it features odd details like doors to nowhere, windows to the walls, staircases to the ceiling, and just random oddities like the tiny door and triangular-shaped window over there, supposedly all to confuse the spirits that meant to do her harm, victims of those killed by the Winchester repeating arms rifle that her husband's family created. Now, we're going to learn more about all of that as we continue on this journey. Wondering a little bit more about Sarah, why she built this unique mansion, and what's the deal with the ghost stories. So direct your attention here to these 3 stained glass doors. We've got a short video to better acquaint you.
Sarah Winchester was born in New Haven, Connecticut in 1839. At the age of 23, she married William Winchester, joining the family that would later produce the iconic Winchester repeating rifle. The Winchester rifle was innovative for its time, since it could consecutively shoot 15 bullets before reloading. It was so popular that it was nicknamed the gun that won the West, making the Winchester family, including Sarah and her husband, very rich indeed. Despite this wealth, Sarah was not very lucky. She had one child, a daughter named Annie, who died weeks after birth of a rare childhood disease. 15 years later, Sarah's husband, William, died of tuberculosis at the age of 43, leaving Sarah a widow. The legend goes that a distraught Sarah sought guidance from a medium who told her that she was plagued by spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. The medium told Sarah that to protect herself, she should move out west and build a house, continually building but never finishing it. The house's many rooms would shelter protective spirits, and the sounds of hammers, saws, and drills would drive unfriendly spirits away. It's said that Sarah purposely designed this house with its stairs to the ceiling and doors to nowhere so as to confuse the spirits that meant to do her harm. For 38 years, the sounds of hammering never stopped as Sarah and her workers built room after room after room after room.
Well, folks, now that you're all familiar with the legend and lore of Sarah Winchester, a few more things to keep in mind, and some of them I can show you in this window she herself designed. Take a close look, you'll see she wasn't made of the spider web patterns. Plenty of those throughout the mansion, they are original. But as I like to say, her signature on the window is the 13 multicolored glass drums. You see, 13 was Sarah Winchester's favorite or lucky number, so she would rather ironically include the infamously unlucky number as many times as possible in this mansion, and at least 113 in almost every room we visit. Now that you found the 13 in this room, I'll direct your attention here to show you Sarah Winchester herself. I encourage you to get a close look. There's not many photos that exist of her, but if you look very, very closely at this look, you may notice own lady. Why this mansion was custom built for me, but her height was going to account for some of the oddities. And the same is true for the staircase that we're about to take. Notice the structure. This staircase makes 7 complete turns, contains 44 steps, and stands about 100 feet. All just to bring us 9 feet above to the second floor basement. If you guys are wondering how that's possible, simply watch your step, watch your head. Who among us is brave enough to lead the way? Any brave souls? Here we go.
Yeah.
Are you okay? I hit my head at the Winchester Mystery House. Qualified tall person.
Oh, it's still going. Oh, this is awesome. Going around. Panel room, but she doesn't explain. Creepy?
No.
what an avid believer Sarah was in spiritualism. Supposedly this is the house that spirits built, and some people say she got the blueprints in the very room that we're about to visit, her seance room. In order to get there, we do have to go past a door to nowhere, so watch your step, no wrong turns, and unless there's any questions, you're the last one, right? I always
Yes.
double check. Perfect. Don't want to leave anyone trapped with the ghosts out there. Well, folks, welcome to the center of this mansion, the heart of the home, and supposedly where the magic would happen. Now, it's said that Mrs. Winchester would come here each night between midnight and 2 a.m. to conduct her rituals. The way we have that specific time frame is thanks to the bell tower on this property. It was conveniently located right outside Sarah's bedroom door, just the one, and neighbors claim it was only rung at midnight to summon spirits for seances, and again at 2 o'clock a.m. to send them back from whence they came. It was a popular belief back in the 1800s, ringing a bell to summon and release ghosts. Maybe you can feel some of them here with us right now. Well, we do get those rumors from Mrs. Winchester's neighbors. They did like to come up with quite a few of those about her. Though she and her staff were private, we know thanks to them that Sarah was in fact the only one with a key to the only entrance into this room. But that does open a mystery, and I don't want to make anyone feel claustrophobic. If this is the only entrance, then what could possibly be behind door number 2? We'll take a closer look, see why that door is not an entrance nor our exit. That door leads to an 8-foot drop to the kitchen sink down below. I'm sure a lot of you have used your psychic powers to discern this is in fact our exit today. Keep in mind, a lot more secretive back in the day without a step in front of it. This door was cleverly designed to look like a cabinet. However, instead of opening to reveal 13 hooks like most of the cabinets here, not only a hidden passage is revealed, just look careful before you step through. Notice there's no latch on the other side. So once the door closes behind us, there is no coming back. Looks like we've got a brave soul already. Do you want to continue on through? Whoever's brave enough, the brass doorknob leads the way. Once we get 13 people into that room, we close the door, and that's our human sacrifice.
And that's it, right? It's all a trick.
I think way too many human sacrifice jokes. I'm sorry.
Do you want your picture being taken?
Oh, I don't mind. Just in my best side.
It's all good.
I was trying to stay smiling. I don't want to look with the back on my face. I really have to live in the moment. Well, folks, we're trapped. There's no going back now. Just kidding. We're not entirely trapped. We've still got plenty more to see. Now, we're leaving a dressing room that was left unfinished, like this when Mrs. Winchester passed away, making our way to a much prettier one of her garden rooms, the North Conservatory. Just watch your step and we'll continue this way. that room. I see a lot of people going towards the garden room. I like to give people fair warning about that one.
This is beautiful.
Well, folks, if we forgot the photo of Sarah's niece from her bedroom, we do have another photo of Marion there on the wall, sitting in the egret balcony. You can still see today wandering around the gardens. But just looking around her room, you can tell Marion is a very trendy woman. This wallpaper at the top is hand-painted, imported from Japan, along with the bamboo above the fireplaces. Very trendy when this house was being built, especially with how close we are to San Francisco. But of course, not the only unique feature in here, because over there in the corner through that doorway, we've got what's called the 7-Eleven staircase. Interesting name, so allow me to explain. Just imagine that back in the day, it actually started out in Sarah's 8-room farmhouse, only back then it was in the shape of an L. You see, it had to go into the shape of a T, like you see nowadays, to accommodate the suites she added, and that's when it got its funky name due to an oversight in construction. Sarah didn't realize the farmhouse she got sat on a 3-foot foundation, and all of her additions were built at ground level, only realizing the mistake when they connected the two with a staircase. So if you take the staircase from this room, a ground level built addition, you only go down 7 steps before you reach the landing in the middle. There you have a choice. Go down 6 more, a total of 13 to get to floor 1, or go up the 11-step side. We're at the top again, you find yourself on the 2nd floor as you are here, only in that part of the house you can 3 feet high because it's beyond the original foundation. Essentially connecting the old part of the mansion to the new. However, if it still sounds confusing, fear not, we'll see the 7-Eleven staircase from every other angle. It will make sense eventually. Just keep your wits about you. The next room, while it is beautiful, it's also very dangerous thanks to one of the many windows being in the floor. Watch your step in the South Conservatory, folks.
Marion is her sister.
I thought she said niece.
We'll see that area from the sleeper angle later on the tour. For now, we'll head a few steps to the living room.
They should sell tickets to stay the night in here. I'm gonna let all these people go, and I want to get a picture of them. Oh yeah, look over there.
Peaceful house.
Yeah.
suspect the earthquake is the cause of our famous door to nowhere in the corner of this room. Now, artifacts in the cases show you the home's former grandeur, and we're going to talk more about this earthquake in the next room called the Daisy bedroom for the beautiful stained glass windows.
I like these windows. Oh, that's the door.
Petals on a perfect daisy. Now in these photos, folks, you can see what the house looked like back then. Shown from the front and from the back, these photos were taken when this home was the tallest building in this entire valley, standing 7 stories tall before the year 1900. So now, folks, you can imagine how gorgeous this room and the entire mansion looked on the morning of April 18th, 1906. Awoken a little after 5 a.m. by just the foreshock to the 1906 earthquake. Of course, it would have awoken her, but absolutely nothing could prepare her for the 7.9 earthquake. California history. Before Sarah could worry about any of that, though, any of the damage done to her mansion, she had to worry about escaping this room. Notice how the wall shifted, pinning that door and the only exit shut. To this day, the notch you can see above the doorknob shows you where workers had to use a crowbar to pry that door open. Oh, you got it, sir, the one on the door. Had to use a crowbar to pry that door open and release Sarah, proving that this room almost literally became her tomb. Now, understandably so, she stayed in Burlingame while workers began repairs, and as devastating as the damage, the 7-story tower stood no chance. It completely crumbled and took out portions of the top floors with it. Damage was so extensive, Mrs. Winchester had them completely disassembled and never built upwards again, making the 4th floor balcony the highest point in this mansion since. But in addition to never building upwards again, she did something else quite interesting. Never allowed anyone into the front portions of this house again. From 1906 until she passed in 1922, the front 30 rooms of this place were completely off limits to she and her staff. With so much death and devastation going on, not hard to understand why some neighbors may have speculated she left these parts of the mansion for the spirits. But what is quite the mystery is if that's true, why nowadays it's not the most haunted part of the mansion. That award actually goes to our 3rd floor and next destination. Do you guys have any questions before we head there? Alrighty, well just watch your step. We've got to take some regular size stairs to get there. We'll continue this way.
sit.
Oh, sorry, don't touch.
Staff, the staff quarters.
Real hard time in there. I call the no tall person room. I would recommend jumping. You might leave with a headache.
The room we were just in. she wouldn't let anybody come into.
Thank you, Sarah. So after this, we can go wander outside.
Yes. We're going to.
Over in the cave the other day when I kept hitting my head.
I'm in my head today. Well, he already hit his head. He might also be due.
look at the doors on either side of this room. The bars are on the outside, meaning what? Anyone inside would be locked in with only the cellar storm doors and escape.
Yeah. That's wild.
You already did. Yeah, there's nothing here. It's just. Yeah, we haven't been through all of here. It would be. I just want to look at these doors once more. So it says they latch from the outside or from this side. So if you put the door in, these can't open. You have to go out that way, which also latches from the
Doors
outside.
close this way, so this is the outside. So
Right.
That's where you're trapped.
Yeah. So that one's the same way. Yep. Of course, you could crawl through there now. All right, let's go up those stairs. Seance door.
Oh, that's cool.
How do I get it up there?
Down low 0.5.
You should stand by it.
It's here, with these marks on the floor. See?
Uh-huh. I love free range to walk through here for 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours.
That's what I was saying. I feel like there's more people. Longer.
This is like an explorer's dream. That's where we first came in. Vacuums. Yeah, you roll them in it. Yeah, rubber, yeah. This is a generator. Runs the elevator. It's the elevator motor. Uh-huh. There's another basement we get to go into also.
Come this way so the sign.
All right, go ahead.
The oldest bricks in the house.
So we got one stop.
Three.
And then one on this side halfway up.
Oh. 32 on this.
Yeah.
Look up that thing again. A little closer to me. Perfect.
Do you want to walk?
Sure. Yeah.
What is this?
Something to test the
Oh, the
temperature
crack.
of the movement.
Yeah, there's another one here. Mhm.
저쪽 안 보이세요?
contrary, I'm fascinated by them. That's where we came from.
It's not water.
This way, I believe.
That's okay?
Yeah, Mrs. Winchester's staff